Hello and welcome to the video. It's been a minute, but I'm back reviewing films at the Odeon on my Odeon Cinema Pass. The film I'm going to go into review today is called Nightmare Alley. This film took me by complete surprise. I didn't know it was coming out, and I only found out about it because it was approaching Friday and I wanted to go to the cinema because I haven't been all year, and it was the new film out, so I typed it into YouTube to see the trailer, and I was surprised to see that it's Guillermo del Toro's newest film, and it has an all-star cast. Some of the performers involved: Bradley Cooper, he's the lead, Cate Blanchett, Rooney Mara, Toni Collette, Ron Perlman, Richard Jenkins, Mary Steenburgen, some brilliant William Dafoe. I haven't written William Dafoe down, but some really seriously good performances. Brilliant film, to say what I think about it. I really won't give much of the plot away at all because I went into this film not really sure, not being sure of what it might be about, because the trailer is fantastic. You can definitely see the trailer and not have the movie film spoiled for you like so many trailers do. As an aside, I can't remember what it's called, but the new Guy Ritchie film with Jason Statham looks brilliant, but the trailer shows you the inciting incident near the start of the film chronologically all the way through. It's such a shame. I'm still going to see it, but anyway, this trailer doesn't do that, and it's short. In the trailer you see Bradley Cooper and Cate Blanchett. You see tarot cards, you see a fun fair of sorts. You can tell it's a film set in a bygone era, and it's set in America during, well, from 1939 really towards the end of the Second World War. That doesn't really feature into the film, but it's a motif that allows the audience to know the time period and how time has passed, etc. And it's a fantastic film. The set design, again, the performances, the cinematography, the music, really well made film, and I was very impressed. Some particular standout performances. Bradley Cooper's amazing in it. The guy's got a trilby on and he's smoking a cigarette in a lot of his scenes. A strong silent type. I did see something on Facebook the other day that was an article about him saying he felt uncomfortable because he had to shoot this scene for 6 hours and he's naked in it, full like nothing on, naked. And that's what naked is. And yeah, he's in good shape, and the female gaze is strong, but why not? It doesn't feel unnecessary at all. It really works well. Rooney Mara is fantastic in this, and this film, just to talk about some of the textures and nuances of it thematically, I mean, this film really is about family, love, guilt, redemption, violence. It's a very violent film. Not to give anything away about the play, but a lot of it's to do with carnival workers, the sort of freak show style. If you've seen what's that series called, lots of people like, the one that Lady Gaga was in, American Horror Story, there's apparently a season that's set in like a carnival, and it has, I'm not going to say it has elements of that because I haven't seen that, but I have seen a previous series and I can imagine how it's shot, and there is stuff like that in this. But Guillermo del Toro is, you know, directing where the camera goes. He wrote the screenplay. As I was watching it, because of the scope and profundity of the story, as I was watching it, I was thinking this would be a fantastic novel, or is this a novel that I've never heard of? And sure enough, when the credits rolled, directed by Guillermo del Toro, screenplay Guillermo del Toro and somebody else that I hadn't heard of, another successful script writer, I presume. And then it said based on the novel, and for the life of me I can't remember the name now, but that made sense. And again, that was just another thing that's another thing that cements to me Guillermo del Toro's brilliance. A lot like Stanley Kubrick, a lot like Spielberg. He's a director that can take works of literature and adapt them for the screen in a monumental way, and I really feel that he did that for this film called Nightmare Alley. Toni Collette's really good in it. Toni Collette's the lady who is in Hereditary. I think she's in other cult films, but Hereditary's the one I've seen, the sort of freaky horror film from a few years ago from the studio that a lot of arty film lovers like. That production company escapes me now, but she's very, very good in it. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. So Cate Blanchett and Rooney Mara in this, they were both in the film Carol that was nominated and won awards, this lesbian film that's also based off a novel. So it's interesting that they're on screen together, or they're in the same vehicle in this film. Then you have two other characters, Richard Jenkinson and Mary Steenburgen. I wrote down their names because I listened to notes and constructive criticism and feedback. But I recognise both of them, and they're the parents in Step Brothers, the Adam McKay film with Will Ferrell and the other guy who was in the spoof film about Johnny Cash. But they're in it. They don't play a couple. Ron Perlman's in it. Ron Perlman was Hellboy. And a very good film that I would highly recommend. Very freaky, violent, probably a psychological thriller that sometimes spills over into the genre of horror, perhaps. It definitely has that edge to it. Really great film. Can't recommend it enough. Thank you for watching the video if you've made it this far, and yeah, all the best. Thank you.